So we're going to move into our full body breathing. So just staying nice and relaxed, and we can start by having the middle fingers meet at the navel. And beginning to bring just an awareness to the breath, noticing every inhale that the hands are lifted by the belly, and every exhale the hands come down to the spine. Deep. And just that front belly. So just the front belly, not the side belly or the back belly, just really having that awareness on the front. And another full breath in, feeling those hands lift on the inhale. And just nice easy breath out on the exhale. And let's try to keep all the breathing today for this one through the nose. And really we want to build the muscle memory and the mind-body connection of breathing through the nose consciously, connected with breathing into the belly consciously. So we want to really strengthen those neural pathways. And then we can bring the thumb and index finger together, make our little crab claws, and then staying in line with the navel, but going all the way to the sides, all the way to the outer seam of the body, lightly pressing in, finding that diaphragm. And whenever you inhale, feeling the diaphragm press the fingers out away from you. And trying to remember to stay out through the nose. Sometimes that one's a tricky one for me. I want to let it all out through the mouth, which isn't bad, but just trying to strengthen our options and making all of our options comfortable. So taking one more side belly breath. And as you're breathing, also notice you might find some new tension in the shoulders or in the back, and just moving around a little bit, letting that loosen up, because we're really moving a lot around since we're working with the diaphragm. And on your next cycle of breath, we can shift the breath awareness to that low back. So breathing into the diaphragm and feeling that expansion. The diaphragm pressing into the spine and the back lightly pressing into the earth, the mat beneath you. And just noticing any tension that's there. And on every exhale, encouraging that relaxation in wherever that tension is. And then we can take our hands and place them on our front ribs. Massage them for just a moment, give them some good loving. And then lightly placing them flat on those front ribs and just breathing into those front ribs. Feeling those ribs expand upward and outward. And feeling that expansion in the ribs. And just noticing maybe any type of biochemistry change you can feel, maybe in the head. So we are doing probably some heavy breathing in a sense, probably more than we're used to. So you can be becoming a little bit lightheaded. And then making that L with our thumbs and our fingers. And we're going to place that on the side ribs. And just feeling that lateral expansion. Really getting everything warmed up for the day. And this is a great one to do. You can download the file of me guiding this to your computer, and then you can put it on your phone. And if you put it on your alarm, and you can wake up with the sound of my voice telling you to do this exercise. And so you're just waking up in your bed and you begin your day with this full body breathing. Or you can just remember. And just one more cycle into those side ribs. And then bringing that awareness to the low back, the back ribs, excuse me. And feeling those back ribs press into the mat, press into the spine, and just seeing any new tension in that area of the back. Full expansion. One more back rib breath. And at the beginning of your next cycle of breath, on your next inhale, you can place the hands on the upper chest, above the sternum, underneath the collarbone, lightly pressing down, and then breathing into that upper chest. And just becoming familiar with what it feels like to breathe in this upper chest. Being able to record a good snapshot, so whenever we find ourselves breathing like this in waking life, daily life, we can catch ourselves and we can readjust. But the purpose right now is just to stretch and expand all the breathing chambers of the body, no matter where they are. And then you're giving yourself that little hug or putting your thumbs under your armpits, just feeling that side chest expand. That sideways expansion into the chest. The most subtle of all the chambers. Just catching yourself if you want to breathe out through the mouth. Last breath into the side chest, and then shifting the awareness to the space between the shoulder blades and breathing into that upper back. And always feeling free to have any motion, any adjustment of the neck, the shoulders as we move through these positions. Full expansion. And then on your next inhale, we're going to all meet back into the belly. And we're going to begin filling the belly all sides, front, side, and back belly. Imagining that beach ball in the belly. Bless you. Breathing full expansion into that belly, all sides. Really imagining that newborn baby beach ball belly breath. I want to take one more breath into the belly, and when you get to the top of the inhale, just filling up the belly, I want you to hold the breath for a moment, pull in a little bit more air through the nose, really expand that belly, and then let it fall out. And then we're going to shift that beach ball into the ribs. So next breath, let's build up from the belly. So front belly, side belly, back belly, building up front ribs, side ribs, back ribs. And then just letting that go. So now we've got like an oblong football looking thing. Tube, beach ball. Belly all sides, front, side, back expansion. Ribs, front, side, and back. And this time at the top of your belly and rib breath, we're going to hold for a moment. And then just pull in a little bit more air and really feel those ribs expand. And maybe hold it, pull in a little bit more. And then just let it fall out. And then building up the belly all sides, the ribs all sides, and then up into the chest, all sides of the chest. So taking your time, really imagining that tube filling up, expanding in all directions, and just letting it fall out when you get to the top of the chest. Got 2 more breaths left. Building up, belly all sides, ribs all sides. And once you fill up the chest all sides, to really fill it up, hold it at the top. And we'll pull in a couple more little sips of air. And slowly let it go. And just noticing whenever you got to that most fullest point where you may have felt a little bit of tension, a little stuckness, a little uneasiness, And we take our last breath, really filling up, taking your time, and just being prepared to feel and breathe into that stuckness that you may have felt. And pulling in that air, holding for a moment, maybe pulling in a little bit more, and then just let it fall out. And just returning back to whatever rhythm of breath, pace of breath, way of breathing that feels best for you in this moment. And just taking your time over the next minute, making your way to come sit up. Although I know we're closer to sleeping now than we were before, but no rush. Just taking your time.